Continuing our Sustainable Saturday series, I, Kratika Jain, landscape architect at Green Yatra, have come up with new topic called Sustainable Landscape Design. To begin our discussion on sustainable landscape design, it is obligatory to understand three terms: sustainable landscape design, sustainable landscape design. Design with an harmonious approach focuses on minimizing negative environmental impact with a thoughtful design. The goal while designing sustainable design process is to use resources efficiently with minimum wastage and reduce carbon footprint while improving the quality of present and future generation. Then landscape design. Landscape design is a creative art and science blend where the goal is to design those outdoor spaces which are not only aesthetically beautiful but also functionally proven. Then sustainable landscape design. Sustainable landscape design uses principle of both sustainable design and landscape design. So, using both the principles of these two terms, the goal is to design spaces which are not only aesthetically beautiful and functional, but also environmentally responsible. Then we'll talk about the principles of sustainable landscape design. First principle, conservation of resources. Here, the goal is to design landscape in a way that it prioritizes the efficient use of water, energy, and materials so as to have a minimum wastage. Then the second is minimum environmental impact. The goal is to employ eco-friendly construction techniques so as to preserve the natural environment. Third is adaptability and resilience. Here is goal is to design spaces that can withstand the changing climatic conditions like droughts, floods, or extreme weather. Fourth, biodiversity and ecosystem support, where the goal is to design in a way so as to promote biodiversity, ensuring a balanced and thriving ecosystem. Then we come on components of sustainable landscape design. First, tree type. Tree type, the selection of species should be done on a criteria that they are native, require less water, and require less maintenance and can easily adapt to local conditions. Then the soil qualities. Composting and mulching techniques should be incorporated so as to promote fertility and soil erosions, and other techniques like using terracing and planting ground cover should be incorporated. Third, water quality. Design and material selection of species while designing should take place in a way that there can be means to store and collect water for landscape use, and they can be helpful in allowing water infiltration. Fourth is air quality. So incorporating those resilient plants and design features that can address heat, drought, flood, and other environmental challenges. Fifth, material type. Choosing those materials which allow minimal transportation, water to pass through, or other environmental impact. So let's go to the new topic called strategies of sustainable landscape design. So first is site analysis and planning. We need to understand the ecosystem, and according to that we need to conduct a analysis of the site, topography, hydrology, and other vegetation and climate. Then for minimize then the second step is to minimize site disturbance. That is, whatever we plan or design should be around natural site condition, that is not to alter any of them. Third, orient for energy efficiency. That whatever we design should reduce energy needs. Then selection of species or native and adaptive plants. In this, selection should be on the basis that all the species are naturally adapted to the local climate, require less water, fertilizers, and pesticides. Biodiversity, that all these selected species should promote biodiversity and provide habitats for other wildlife. Third, that whatever species we have selected should be prone to drought or any other climatic conditions. Then water conservation. In this, techniques like xeriscaping, rainwater harvesting should be incorporated so as to have a minimal runoff. Like, and materials selection should be done that they can be permeable and help in water infiltration. Coming on fourth, energy efficiency and carbon reduction. In this, we need to strategically plant trees so as to provide shade, use of renewable materials so as to have a minimal environmental impact, and energy and all the energy based things like use of renewable energy should be incorporated. Then comes with soil health and erosion control. In this, techniques like composting and mulching should be incorporated so as to have a so as to have a less use of chemical fertilizers and we can retain moisture. And then like erosion control measures, for such we can plant ground covers, and planting can be in a terracing format, especially on slopes. Then comes the regenerative design and habitat creation. For this, we can have plan a gardens like pollinator gardens and wildlife corridors. And for water, we can plan water features for and wildlife habitat so that they can live and there and provide water for animals also. Then the seventh is maintenance practices, organic fertilizers and pest management. So we need to have to use those composed and natural fertilizers to minimize harmful chemicals. Then the irrigation system, for that we can we can install drip irrigation or smart irrigation systems to reduce wastage of water. Then minimal lawn areas. For that mm, uh, we need to give spaces for lawn minimum, so has to have a low maintenance and other eco-friendly alternatives like meadows and ground covers can be incorporated instead of lawns. Then the social engagement. In this, we need to incorporate public spaces like plazas and other yoga lawns so as to have a social engagement. And for education and awareness, we can design spaces with educational elements like signages and plant a native species or sustainable practices for public. Then the ninth is climate resilience. For this, we need to have to plan for extreme weather events, and we need to install other or plan for other green infrastructures like green wall or green roofs and other rain gardens. Then let's come on the last topic, which is the benefits of sustainable landscape design. The first is conservation of resources, that all the design should be done in a way so as to have a minimal environmental impact with native planting, rainwater harvesting, and other external resources. Biodiversity. Biodiversity in with native and adaptive planting, we need to give a new habitat or retain our existing habitat for the biodiversity. We can have pollinator gardens for that, and we can make other wildlife corridors to enhance ecosystem diversity. Then soil conservation. To retain the natural soil quality, we can use practices such as composting, mulching, and other soil erosion activities so as to have a so as to improve soil structure and promote microbial activity. Fourth is stormwater management. Techniques like using permeable surfaces or materials. We can have bioswales so that they can carry water and catch water in a catchment, and rain gardens which can help managing runoff, prevent flooding and other and filtering other pollutants which can anyways harm water. This is it. Thank you.